What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
You don't know what that order is, Mr. Trash. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Oh, we've said it once, we've said it twice, we've said it a bazillion times. The Truth Show, I set you free. This is Tim Scott. I'm on the mad ramblings of a Gen Xer. Oh, we were on sabbatical, which is a fancy word for I just didn't feel like working. We need to talk about the death of Disney and the death of a Disney princess. We also have to talk about the Tesla terrorists and the fact that the left is taking such glee in some of the issues that Tesla is now facing in the marketplace, and it's almost like they are calling for the death of an American company, and that's kind of disturbing if you think about it. You see all the vandals that are striking Teslas, all the people, and I love the vandals with the Teslas. I have to admit, I really do love the vandals because I believe there are either 11 or 12 cameras. Sentry cameras, basically, on the Tesla that activate when anyone comes near the vehicle. So all these people that are doing these naughty things, keying the cars, blowing them up, all that fun stuff, they get recorded. I mean, and smile, stupid. You're on Tesla camera. And finally, we have an administration that's not afraid to go after domestic terrorists. Because that's what they are. They are domestic terrorists. When you go out and you singularly focus on a vehicle because of the fact that you do not like the political ideology of the person who runs the company, that's a little crazy. That's a little nutty. And then you call Elon he's a Nazi. Oh, even though he's an American citizen, he's a Nazi. Because he's from South Africa. Now, everyone knows, if you've ever seen the movie Lethal Weapon, everyone from South Africa, according to Martin Riggs, is a Nazi and a white supremacist. Go watch, classic 80s movie, go watch Lethal Weapon. Because you're going to find out that they're all Nazis. And you literally, and I love it because the terrorists, the domestic Tesla terrorists, are painting swastikas on the cars that they're terrorizing. Do we need to think about that? Do we need to think about that? Oh, I mean, seriously. You are painting swastikas on cars and then calling these people terrorists. And I love it because people are going after Tesla. They all want Tesla to drop. Oh, we have so much glee when that stock of Tesla just falls. We are bankrupting Elon Musk. Elon only owns approximately 13% of Tesla's equity. So the dumbasses that are preying on Tesla, trying to drive down the prices of Tesla, are really just hurting their own 401k. Because the majority of them probably has Tesla stock. So you think you were attacking Musk when he only owns about 13% of equity in Tesla. And the other percentage is owned out in the marketplace. Tesla's worth about $161 billion as of February 2025, according to Forbes. Oh, I mean, and then there's another what do you call it? Electric car vehicle maker out there. Oh, they're over in China. And for the first time ever, this Chinese car maker has gotten the best of Tesla. They have sold more in Teslas this last quarter They have more innovations than Tesla has. They have charging stations that'll charge 250 miles in range in just 5 minutes, outpacing Tesla superchargers, which takes 15 minutes for 200 miles. Ha ha ha! You fools! This is the new champion of the left. This EV company out of China. So, and that's called, what is it called? I don't know if it's the name, but it's called BYD. And they just launched their most advanced driver assistance system, rivaling Tesla's full service driving feature at no extra cost in most of their cars. Now, of course, taking a Chinese car to Tesla, taking Tesla to China, that's a little difficult. that's a little hard to do. Because there's like 100% tariffs on passenger cars. So this Chinese EV maker, which they're saying is upending the global market for clean energy, which has been around since 1995, which is trading about half the price that Tesla trades at, they are just racking it up. Oh, they're the biggest. They're the biggest one across Europe, South America, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. They're expanding their domain. Of course, all these other countries have extreme tariffs on all American imports. But we don't want to talk about this. But as the left, we want to be happy that Tesla is doing poorly, and this Chinese company is up and coming. I always thought it was the fact that you wanted to have things made in America. I thought manufacturing, production, and everything you wanted to have in America because it helped increase skilled labors, it helped do jobs, it helped careers, it helped the union. But instead, when you have a company that you want to displace your current top EV manufacturer, which is an American company, which is American jobs, you're going against every principle in your fiber, in your being as an American, and the Democrats are happy about it. They're gleeful. The left is gleeful about it. This company's gonna put us all out of business, Tesla out of business, and we're gonna lose all these American jobs in manufacturing. We're gonna show them. All you're doing is showing me how stupid you literally are.
And the woman who fights every single day to lift working people out from under the boots that breed, trampling on our way of life.
Slam poetry, yelling, angry, waving my hands a lot, specific point of view on things.
That, of course, is the wonderful AOC, who is now traveling around the country with Bernie Sanders, rallying the left. Oh, this is the brain trust. AOC and Bernie Sanders. AOC hasn't had an original thought in, I would say, her entire life. How they keep, after what she did to her district with that Amazon deal, I still don't know why people keep voting for her. Evidently, the other part of her district is basically now the new red light hooker district. But this is the face of the Democratic Party. This is the person that says, well, Elon Musk, he's just not that smart. He's the dumbest billionaire I ever met. And then you have people like Jasmine Crockett. I love it because, you call the governor of Texas Hot Wheels, and the poor guy's been in a wheelchair since he was 14. And then you come out and say, well, I didn't mean it that way. I was just saying that because he just motors around and does things. It's like if we call her a hood rat. Is that a bad thing to call Jasmine Crockett? Because we're not really being disparaging to hood rats, and but that's just my way of saying that she comes from the hood. No, but you can't say that about her because then it would be racist. It would be derogatory. It would be true, but it'd be racist. And anyone that voted for her in Texas, whatever that district is, should automatically have their voter privileges revoked. Because all she does is attack people. All she does is use profanity. She never has a point. But it's when you say something that's so outrageous and bombastic, that's how she feels like she's getting her point across. Because she's going after that young Gen Z. Well, here's the problem. Gen Z is probably the most conservative generation in the last 60 years. They want to have families. They want to have education. They want to have nice things. They want to work, which is crazy to me because who their parents are. But if I just laugh about it because this is the audience the Democrats think they're reaching out by using profanity, using personal attacks, rallying for the death of Tesla, and having glee that a Chinese company is overtaking Tesla in the marketplace, which is all it's doing is putting American manufacturing jobs at risk. And they're calling these people that attack Teslas heroes. They're heroes. Did you see that guy that firebombed those Teslas? Yeah, he's probably going to go away for 20 years. And he's probably going to go away as a domestic terrorist. And if you want to send him to that prison in El Salvador, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that whatsoever. So poor Disney. Oh, poor Disney. That fiasco of a movie, also known as Snow White, which was pushed back almost 2 years after their wonderful lead.
I'm a narcissist. Original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
Okay.
There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. And then it became like, I will elbow everyone out of the way to play the part. That people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie, Andrew Burnap. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
I say, if I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
And we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Now, of course, that is the venerable Rachel Ziegler, who basically single-handedly killed the Disney franchise, ripped it out from underneath any type of success that it may have with her. And those are just some of her strange comments. And this woman is pretty much a loon. She is literally, I hate to say it, but she is literally a loon. And you know what disturbs me about her? I was thinking about it. Does anyone watch her talk? Watch her mouth. She over-enunciates everything. And her, I mean, if you want weird, if you will just watch the way she does it, it's like this over-enunciation and this over-dramatic emphasis on moving her mouth. It's strange. It's a little bizarre. Not a little bizarre, it's a lot bizarre. But she single-handedly tanked, I personally believe, not single-handedly, Disney had a big part in it because they also went woke, once again, by not having Prince Charming, making Prince Charming a thief. They do the CGI thing with the dwarfs. She is referred to as Snow White, not because she has the fairest skin in the land, just like the original story and the original movie. It's because of the fact that she was born in a snowstorm. Oh, no, wait, there's no rim shot for that. That's actually the reason. She is one of these actresses, these modern actresses that are coming up now that just don't get it. Sometimes you just need to keep your mouth shut. And if you literally take a look at her career, and we're going to get back to Disney for a moment. Her big claim to fame was Disney's, of course, the West Side Story. That romantic, not Disney, but it was Steven Spielberg. I'm so sorry. That Steven Spielberg, 20th Century Fox, West Side Story. Oh, the remake of that musical. And she basically went to an open casting call and got this. So good for her. And I love it because this is, of course, if you know the story of West Side Story, it's about about the sharks and the jets. You know, it's those gang of Puerto Rican youths, even though she's Colombian. She's not white either, but she's Colombian. Well, I guess she is white. I think her dad's Polish or something. But they're, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about racial appropriation at all whatsoever. Well, this was going to be the linchpin to her career. This was going to launch her into the stratosphere. And of course, and she didn't say anything this time. She didn't speak out about this movie. And of course, the movie needed an estimated $300 million after a budget of $100 million to break even, because you also have to remember that you have post-production costs. You don't just have the cost of the film. You also have distribution costs. You also have advertising. So they were going to need at least $300 million to target to break even. That film raked in a wonderful $76 million. So this actress who got rave reviews for her portrayal of Rita Moreno's character basically caused her first movie to bomb to the tune of not even making 33% of back what it was going to cost for this film. So, of course, then she hit Shazam! The Fury of the Gods, which most say is the worst Shazam movie out there. Another movie that, again, was a box office failure. Budget about 125, box office of 134, not counting the 100+ million on everything else. So it didn't even make half its money back. So you would think after you're watching, and this was the Fox Village, this was I believe put out by Fox. No, Warner Brothers because it's DC. That's right. So again, you would think, okay, well, you know what? You know, this is probably not the actress we want to hook her cart to, because the last two big blockbusters she has been a part of, they bombed. But of course, the Hunger Games, the Ballad of the Songbirds and the Snakes came out, which made some money. So they turn around and say, you know what? Disney in its infinite wisdom, we are going to portray her as Snow White, even though there's nothing Snow White about her. And all the issues that she has in regards to promoting the film, all the issues that she has even with her, her fellow lead, all the issues she had in reference to calling Trump's, basically alienating all Trump supporters, all the issues that she had by she's supporting Palestine. And then, of course, all of her weird fucking interviews that led up to this film caused another Disney disaster. This movie is currently sitting at about 94 million. And it evidently needs to cross the $500 million mark, 500 million, to break even. They're saying that sales from the first week to the second weekend is going to drop at least 50%. And of course, I love it because Rachel Zegler's out there in the movie. She films herself in an empty theater, laughing and smiling as her name comes up on the screen as she's watching Snow White. You're watching it in an empty theater. I think I would be more concerned with the fact that I'm watching the movie that I'm in and there's no one in the theater to watch it besides myself, and I was in the movie. So all these controversies aside, Disney has been basically just trying to put this under wraps, this whole film. They canceled multiple interviews with Rachel. They didn't want to go out anywhere and talk to anyone because they knew if they did that, it would just be another fucking disaster and probably make the movie tank even harder if that was even possible. Some say it was, some say it isn't. But literally, and of course the fact that when you take a beloved story, even if it is what you like to refer to as dated, I didn't know Finding Your True Love was dated. I never thought about that. I don't care if the film was made in the 30s. The only thing about the film in the 30s that freaked me out was because of the fact that it was just fucking weird. Because it was that animation that was kind of human, but kind of cartoony. So you weren't sure if they were going to come off the screen and murder you. But it's one of those things that you watch it and you're kind of just like, I don't know about this. But it is what it is. Disney hooked themselves up. Disney has now paused all live animation remakes outside of Lilo and Stitch, which is coming out in a few days. They have paused all of them because of the fact that you are literally, these movies, this box office is literally killing Disney entertainment, Disney films. It's destroying them. And you would have figured out after the Buzz Lightyear fiasco that when you go so woke and go so over the edge a different way, that you're just sitting there, you're not playing to your audience. What's wrong with a little girl wanting to be a princess and not having to be a princess that is going to save everyone? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with just being a princess? What's wrong with just putting on the gown, putting on the tiara, and just going around? Why? And I also laugh because, like I said, you talk about things that you can do and you can't do in reference to racism. You know, Jasmine Crockett can make fun of people and call for violence against Elon Musk and call a handicapped person Hot Wheels and then lie about what she meant. But you casted a Latina actress in as the Snow White character. We're not going to get into they casted a black actress, as Ariel, in Little Mermaid, because I don't really think that matters. But you literally this woman is known for having the fairest skin of them all. And you decided, I know what we're going to do. We're going to open this up to all ethnic groups, and we're going to make Snow White Latin. Oye, ¿cómo va? Because of the fact that, and a lot of reasons why Disney did this is because of the fact that Snow White is very popular in Spanish-speaking countries. And they were saying that Latinas do not have that Latin princess. Do they still have it? Because her name is Snow White. And it's the same thing. Just imagine if you took a predominant, what's perceived to be a predominantly black, Chinese, Hispanic role, and casted a white actress. There would be such an uproar. There would literally be riots in the democratic cities. They would have to burn down their own neighborhoods because we don't want them burn down our neighborhoods anymore because Pam Bondi's going to come and get you. But just imagine the backlash for that. Just another day, guys. Just another day. Oh, and as always, the truth shall always set you free. This is Tim Scott of my lawn, the mad ramblings of a Gen Xer, and I'm out of here.